We are back at it. Chef Paul Michael, Ame.Fea. We went on a smoke podcast. Welcome back, brother. I mean, welcome for the first time. I don't know how I said welcome back, but I appreciate you and welcome to the WWATS podcast. Introduce yourself, brother.
Peace, man. Peace and love, like I always say, man. I go by the name of Ame.Fea, and I'm an upcoming artist looking to motivate and share enlightenment to the people.
Question. Where your mic at? It's on? All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Share likeness to the people. All right. Question. Ame.Fea. So where you from, brother?
I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
All right.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Elizabeth? What part of Elizabeth?
I lived mostly uptown, but I ended up moving. I was actually all around Elizabeth, actually,
Okay.
honestly.
And so what high school you went to?
I went to Elizabeth High, and then I got transferred to alternative school.
And what's your age right now, brother?
I'm 26.
26 years old. All right. You have any children?
Nah.
All right. Blessings. I had my first kid when I was 27, so we'll be on the lookout. All right. Now, when you say you say you rapping, and I see you came across on my Instagram page and wanted to be part of the show. Now, what kind of rap you consider your music as?
Well, I'm more in the new age, you know what I'm saying? Because the new age more music is like it's more you can learn from. So I like to enlighten my people,
And when you say enlighten your people, what you mean?
share the knowledge that's not given to us at a young age.
And where you get your knowledge from?
Well, you do most of your research. Most of your knowledge is already passed down to you through genetics.
There you go. Now, you got a real, now, we're going to definitely talk about your music, most definitely. And I appreciate the music and the talent that you bring with your music. But it's another story that I really want to dive into, because I'm amazed by it. And folks, we're going to set it up like this. Can you take us back to the moment when you first realized you was paralyzed?
Man,
Now, did you folks hear what I just said? This man was paralyzed at one time. But can you take us back to the moment when you first realized you was paralyzed?
honestly, man, that day when I had found out that I was paralyzed, it was actually real shocking because it was actually my birthday. So I woke up from my coma on my birthday, and the doctors walked in, and they was like, Mr. Washington, we got some bad news for you. There's a 95% chance. Well, first they told me that you're paralyzed and you have a 95% chance of never walking again. So I couldn't sit right with that. So I honestly I had to keep it in my mind. Like I didn't want to hear that. I couldn't take that.
Now, when the doctors told you that, now let's rewind. How did the accident happen?
I was in a car accident, actually, a motor vehicle accident. I was coming down a hill, actually, in Elizabeth, and I got sideswiped. He ran the stop sign. The person ran the stop sign. I ended up running into 3 vehicles and running into a fence after that.
Now, how long was you in the car before somebody came for you?
I was actually unconscious after I hit the second car, so I don't even remember. Yeah.
So you woke up in the hospital.
Mhm.
Wow. Now, the person that ran the stop sign, I take it they got what they got, like they got
Honestly,
taken care of?
I don't even know the person that hit me. Still to this day.
Really? So
Yeah.
it's more of a hit and run.
Yeah.
Now, does the state pick that up for you?
That's still undergoing investigation as well.
Like, I mean, so you just lose out?
I mean,
You have insurance though
yeah,
on your
I
car.
do. Well, I was actually in my mom's car, truth be told, so it had got totaled.
Now, I'm dwelling. Who's taking care of your medical bills and things like that? Because that's expensive, brother.
Yeah, that's
Like,
one thing I don't really
crutch,
speak
a
on too
crutch
much.
is $400.
Yeah, I was
So,
honestly.
how is that being taken care of?
I mean, hey, I handle it day by day, man. Truth be told.
I mean, like I told you when we was walking up, man, your story, honestly, because I see a lot of folks, and I work with disabled folks every day, mentally disabled folks, not physically, and I see the challenges. But and they are actually more contributing to more society than folks with regular minds.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that scared me. I mean, it's crazy. Like a folk that has nothing wrong with them can't do half the things these folks want to do every day. And for you to actually, you said you was paralyzed from your shoulders down.
Yeah.
And for you to walk from my freaking driveway up these steps into this room is fucking amazing.
Thank you.
Honestly, y'all. And I ain't just saying that for no goddamn YouTube or nothing. For real. That's just amazing, brother. Back at it. Now, as a rapper, right, and a motivational speaker, how did your journey through your paralysis influence your music?
Well, first, I don't even consider myself as a rapper. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, my journey, it gave me experiences to learn from throughout my healing process, and I became more aware of life and the power of the tongue. So, what you choose to speak on, you can manifest that into your life. So, I needed music to heal me. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't find no healing music at the moment. So I decided to make my own healing music.
Awesome. So what do you consider? You said you consider your music what? More of a
Healing stage, more enlightenment, more like self-care wise, you knowing self.
Now, how did your experience shape you in your perspective of life right now?
It made me look at life like totally different, man. Like honestly, you show more gratitude for where you currently at in life. Compare your life to others because that's like the worst downplay to yourself. So if you take things day by day, I had to tell myself I had to take things day by day because you'll stress yourself out. And me wanting to get back and up and running and going so quickly into our world, that sit down, it taught me a lot.
Exactly. Just like COVID did a lot of folks. That lockdown showed a lot of people, like when you couldn't go nowhere and you had to sit at the place, you thought. A lot of people thought that here. A lot of people became entrepreneurs. A lot of people became musicians. A lot of people became drug addicts. a lot of things happened during that. Yeah.
Life is renewed, came to a complete
Stop. And you know they're trying to bring it back, right? You heard. I seen about 4 testing sites already. I seen 2 testing sites on Clinton Ave over here in Plainfield.
They already know about it.
And I seen one over here in Baskin Ridge, like tents with new signs.
Don't take that
And
house
they old
off.
signs. These are new signs.
I wonder if this one won't be worse.
So I mean, that's hey, it's COVID. I mean, what can we do? Now, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced during your recovery process?
Ooh, man. One of the biggest challenges I should say was me just being able to stand. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be able to just like not even just like walk, stand. Like I'm talking about like literally stand because I was hunched over. So it took a lot out of me to just get there. Second, it was just it's so much I could say, man.
Say it, brother.
Honestly, it was the standing. It was the patience. I had to work on patience. I had to work on patience. During that process, I also learned like how to build better connections with people because I was just aggravated all the time.
You felt like, why is this me? Why me, God? Why?
Yeah,
It was that question a lot?
it was mostly that question too, because like I said, like I also like had my incarceration after that, and then before that, and then I came home.
You wasn't locked up paralyzed, right?
Nah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. That's different.
So I was incarcerated, came home, and then I got into the car accident. So I wasn't even a year home yet before I got into the car accident. So it was a lot of trauma for me to surpass and heal from.
Exactly. All right. So, could you tell us about a specific song that you wrote during your recovery? Like, what made a specific song? You were sitting in the crib, and boom, this song came to mind.
Wow. Actually, the one song, actually one of the artists named Herb. G Herbo. and it was called Session.
God damn it, I can't be like this. What made you what put that fire in your ass to make you want to stand up again, man?
Well, the most part I should say is me knowing that I didn't come out the womb like that, so I couldn't just listen to what the doctors was telling me.
Awesome. So Ame.Fea, we got another question for you, and this question right here, it's a little. You might got to think a little. How did your creative outlet, such as rapping, help you cope with the mental, emotional aspects of your paralysis? Like, what made you want to create music? Because a lot of folks want to be in a happy space to make music, and you probably weren't in that happy space, but maybe you were in a happy space. But I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, music to me is actually therapeutic. So I told myself if I could make more positive music, it could impact how I feel more better. And honestly, when I started to make more positive music, it actually made me feel like more of in the healing stage because it gave me an opportunity to notice that I could say it gave me extra drive because I like in order to be like healed in the mind, you have to heal yourself. So if you can't heal yourself, then you expecting everybody to heal you, it's not gonna work. So I decided to make more healing music.
Awesome, awesome. So you're healing music, healing music. Now will your music just not heal you? Will it heal others if they hear it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
When you, cause I heard a couple of your songs, and you more of a you talking to you trying to teach the people's things.
Food and the medicines. I would never go feel cocky or feel like I'm better than. You should've known they never cared when they had free George Zimmerman. We taught them all we knew, so how in the world could they be better men?
It's about the medicine and the food.
Oh, info.
Info.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain info to them.
Info, man. Info is honestly me just speaking on basically how corrupt the government is. You know what I'm saying? Just the industry and by itself. You know, info was based off like how society is ran and controlled, how the hospitals are not really what you think they are, and the food you eat really will control how you think.
You
You
know,
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
racism in the hospitals. So how did that work with you in there?
I actually didn't come across too much racism. It was the nurses and everybody, doctors and everybody was actually like cool, calm, and collected.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Now, what role did your support system play in your recovery, your journey? Like family,
Wow.
friends, cousins, or did they just sideside you?
Well, at that moment, and mentally when I wasn't in that great space, it kind of felt like that. But at the end of the day, I had to learn that everybody has their own life, so I couldn't rely on people to get me to where I need to be.
But you had a support system?
Yes, I definitely had a support system. You know, my mom, a couple friends that I did keep around. Um, Family definitely played a big part though.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, my little brother, I got a little brother, little sister. That's
So
who
you're
I.
the oldest.
Yeah.
So they look up to you. And for now it's like a freaking golden child because they're like, damn, my brother was like really down, and they seeing you doing something even. So that's something good for them to see too. You know what I mean? How your moms feel about this?
It took my mama.
Because I had a breakdown.
Yeah, it took my mom a lot to recover from as well. Like she said, it kind of affected her a lot too because you know she had to witness everything, me being in the hospital, even when I had, you know, because at first I was actually gone. You know what I'm saying? So they had to bring me back, and she had to sign off on to do the surgery for me because I was on a breathing machine too long. So they told me that if I was on the breathing machine for any longer, that I would have lost like my speaking and everything like that. So she had to sign off on the papers so they could perform the surgery for me. So I ended up getting a metal plate and everything in my neck, stuff like that.
Is it hard to get on the airport now? I'm messing with you. I'm messing
I
with
was.
you. Now, your story's incredible, inspiring, pretty much, and I ain't gonna sit there and lie about it. But how do you approach motivating others who are facing adversity in their lives?
Well, I like to motivate others to show them that it take you to get you, like I say all the time, it take you to get you to where you need to be. You want to heal, you got to heal yourself. Mentally, I know it's hard, you know what I'm saying, but if you reprogram your mind, you'll be able to really take things day by day and start to show gratitude for where you're currently at in life.
Can you share some strategies and techniques that help you maintain your positive mindset throughout this whole process?
Sheesh, man. I can honestly say it first to start with your food.
Okay.
Start with your food, what you eat. You are what you eat.
I'm joking.
Man, I could say I do a lot of sitting in nature. You know what I'm saying? That peace. Nobody should wake up and hear cars and honking horns and smoking. You know what I'm saying? So get out. It's good to get out in nature. Meditation, read. You know, it help with your thought process.
Another question on that. We're going to put it to the side on that one. Many people struggle with adapting to change, right? Now, what advice do you have for those who are dealing with an unexpected, life-altering event? What can you say to them?
Nothing happens for no reason. Nothing happens for no reason. And always look at everything as another level up.
Nice. Now, can you tell us about a specific song that you wrote during your recovery that holds a deep personal meaning to you?
I'm still recovering, so it's like, ooh. Okay, I'm gonna say confidence is key.
Confidence is key. And where can they find that at?
That's actually on all platforms. C.I.K.
We're gonna have that on the screen for you folks. Don't even worry. We'll have every outlet where you can get Ame.Fea's music, everything, because his story need to be heard. Honestly, what keeps you motivated on these days?
For the most part, just being able to rise up and, like I say, another day is another opportunity. You know, I rise and I look to just better myself all the time. I look to be a better me every day.
Now, can you share a particular touching or memorable story that when you probably was out doing the show and a fan came up to you and was like, yo, bro, I respect what you're doing, and I salute how you recovered from this. Does everybody know your story?
I wouldn't say everybody know my story, but a lot of people that do know my story that's actually on Instagram, that I posted the most of my recovery on Instagram. But I have people still to this day when I walk around the track sometimes, you know, when I exercise, and they'd be like, yo, man, you inspire so many people. You don't even know it.
Yo, you need a whole TikTok page just for this. I'm telling you, this right here, honestly, I'm not trying to sell it. I'm not trying. People need to know this, because you know how people hurt themselves or get hurt and they just turn it off, and just deal with it.
A lot of people never hear about it.
And it's like, just to see like you to grow back and snap back, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'd rather be limping than not walking.
Yeah.
I mean, this is folks, man. Honestly, Ame.Fea, y'all. I mean, y'all gotta take this man's story serious, y'all, because this is incredible. The man was paralyzed from his neck, from his shoulders down. A year later, the man is back up walking again. So when you sit there and say you can't do something or you can't achieve something, it's all in your head, man. Like you said, you manifest what you want. You speak it to existence. The universe is listening, y'all. So if you say, look, I want to go to Paris next week. I want to go to Paris for my birthday, but I probably can't afford it. You just fucked up right there by saying you probably can't afford it. Because now you got 7 million cells in your body that heard you say, I probably can't afford it. So guess what? You can't afford it. So now you ain't going. Now if you said it right and say, you know what, I'm going to Paris next year, and we're gonna have a great time, and we're gonna we're gonna see the Louvre, and we're gonna go here to the Eiffel Tower, and we're gonna do this, it can happen. So it manifests what you bring into this world, yo. And this man manifested walking again, and guess what? That man walking again. So, all right, man, honestly. So, I mean, since we're talking about the paralysis and the paralyzation that happened to you, you know about Eric LeGrand.
Yes, sir.
Well, Eric LeGrand, for folks that don't know who Eric LeGrand is, Eric LeGrand was a Rutgers football player that got hit in the middle of the game and ended up being paralyzed from his neck down. And to this day, now they said he can never walk again too, but now he's only paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay.
So,
Still fucked up, bro.
and Eric LeGrand is a young boy just like you. I think he might be maybe 27, 26, 27, maybe 28, might be a little older. And the only reason I bring up the Eric LeGrand story, because we from Jersey, and that happened at Rutgers. Plus, I'm a bourbon head. And Eric LeGrand came up with his own bourbon, his own whiskey. And
There you go.
that's Eric LeGrand's whiskey right there. 86 proof. The number on the top of it is 52. That's his number from his jersey. Every bottle sale off that liquor goes to the Christopher Reeve Foundation for back, paralyzation. Now, are you involved with the Christopher Reeve Foundation? Did you ever speak with them?
No, I haven't.
You need to look into that.
Okay.
Because honestly, because you know who Christopher Reeve was, right?
Chris, you can
I
inform me?
Christopher Reeve, you young, so 26. Superman.
Okay.
The original Superman. You know, when we used to watch the movies with Richard Pryor and back in the day in the 80s,
Yeah.
that was Superman. He played all the Supermans. Christopher Reeve broke his neck riding a horse.
Yeah.
He fell off the horse, broke his neck. So him and he died about a year later. Because of some whatever. But his wife opened a foundation for back trauma, for paralyzation, things like that. So what I was getting to on that Eric LeGrand, every bottle sold, a percentage of that goes to the Christopher Reeve Foundation. And you should look out and reach out to them, just even to find out their story, so they can hear your story. Because you never know, man. Something could happen. It's happening for you already.
Yeah.
But something bigger and better could happen. It's a reason why you came to this podcast. It's a reason why me and you talking. It's a reason why you see this man's face. It's a reason. So,
I think so too.
that's what our whole thing is. Well, the man's not a drinker. I just want to show y'all folks that Eric LeGrand. So if you do see that Eric LeGrand bottle out there, purchase it, because a percentage of this goes to the, it say right here, $5.20 per case is donated to the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. So that's just an idea, reach out to them, talk to them. They might be able to help you out with something. You never know, man, honestly. But now it's time to play a little fun little games here. You know what I mean? We got on this serious tip. We appreciate everything we talked about, but everything can't be just serious all the time.
For sure.
So, now we call this little side set, it's called Smoking with Watts. All right? I'm gonna ask you a couple things. Like, for example, DMX or Tupac?
Sheesh. I can honestly say DMX. I'm gonna be truthful.
DMX? Okay. And then why? And with you 26. All right. Jay-Z or Nas?
I'm going with Jay-Z.
Nice. Wu-Tang or Tribe Called Quest?
Tribe Called Quest.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. Now, if you were stuck on an island by yourself, what album would you have on you if you could have an album?
It can't be a personal.
Let me get your shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Personal album?
Personal album.
If the aliens came down from outer space and want to know about hip hop, what album would you give them?
Give him my album.
There you go. There you go. Last one but not least. Crypto or gold?
I'm gonna say gold.
Winner. Ame.Fea. I appreciate you, brother. We want all the smoke, man. Like, let them know how they can get in touch with you. Let them know where they can see all your music at. Drop your whole thing down right now. Go.
I go by the name of Ame.Fea. You can find me on all platforms, social media. Ame.Fea, AME-FEA on mute for the music, and AME.FEA for the socials. Peace.
Peace. We want all the smoke podcast. Chef Paul Michael, Stone Bones. We in the cut. This right now, I told you, this is a spotlight on this man. That's why you don't see me in the video this time. You know what I mean? Show him that face, Stone. It's all right. Yeah, Stone Bone right there. Yeah. Peace, y'all. We
Peace, man.
appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Follow the link, baby. Peace.